move, no Uber. People try to block it, shine like lunar. Eclipse, wanna take all my chips, wanna pop off the like hummus, see them, echo back with the flip, money flow like a battleship.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be in. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? If they catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On first down, Allen working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go for it with Bell. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Le'Veon Bell stops short of the line to gain. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mayfield now from the 50. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. T.J. Watt, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Mayfield. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
I'm not so crazy about where they decided to run that play, but I like the play itself because if you continue to run it and show it, you're going to create openings that you hope to exploit later in the game.
Allen now looks to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now Allen. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
On is the punter King to send it away. This is taken at the 18. Twisting away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A run for Nick Chubb. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Shaw. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. That's caught inside the 20. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. It's a big play there for the Browns. 48 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a first and goal to go at the 7.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he whips that one incomplete there. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. In for the score. And the Browns have taken the early lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands. Knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And it's incomplete. Broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver.
Watch it now, Barney.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
Leopard! Watch it now, Barney!
On play action, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Allen on first and 10. Goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best player.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Allen again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. The 40, 30, 10, 5, and he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Chubb. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
First and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, 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 gone.
Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Gone, 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 gone. Gone, 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 gone.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going for it all. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. A carry for Foreman. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! 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 Detroit!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Browns add on to their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. Point after, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. Ooh, what a juke. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Allen will try again on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete as well.
It's looking like another 3-and-out here, and at some point, got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Here's Marquette King now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. It's just taken around the 12. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
Mayfield now on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Mayfield on first down. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. They run with Pumphrey. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Second down, Mayfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On second down, Mayfield again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
No. Check. Patriot.
A final shot before half for Allen, eluding the pressure right. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Handoff comes to Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Detroit!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
On the run, it's Pumphrey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, here we go.
Again, it's Pumphrey, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Mayfield looks to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Dalvin Tomlinson coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll go again with Bell. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Leopard! Leopard!
On first down, Allen. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
All right, now look at 56. Look at
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Going deep for Hopkins. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw. Unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now a play fake here on first down. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Vance McDonald, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just Get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Go, go, run, run, run. Woo! Yeah, baby, yeah.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Gone, 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 gone. Over.
They'll run again with Pumphrey. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Tyquan Lewis makes the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Third and short yardage. Mayfield steps away to his left. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A gain of 8 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. Powerful running. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, Green 39. Detroit, Detroit. Detroit, Detroit. Gone, 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 gone.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit.
Allen now on 1st down. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Myles Garrett able to get him for a loss of about 3. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Over the middle here to Brown. Stopped short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling him almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Allen to throw once more. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Gerald Everett, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. And again, it's Allen. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a 1-score game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Raymond now on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball. Saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Play fake. Mayfield. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Mayfield now from the 50. Over the middle, complete. It's Shaw. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll give it to Chubb, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Avery Williamson in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They need a touchdown, the two-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down leads us to third and inches. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The give is to Bell. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Steelers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. The Steelers on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Myles Garrett in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One final try here for Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And now look at him go. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Gerald Everett, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. He's back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Raymond now on the return. Oh, a nice spin. Oh, another great move. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Watch him now, Barney!
So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shaw. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe. Really hard to believe. And now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it? Yep. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Chubb, and he stopped immediately there. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. The Browns in victory formation now as they take the knee. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. And they will take a knee here. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. Now
let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Browns, it'll be a